Good morning, friends, friends, and family. It is another beautiful day here in the United States of Siege as we recover from Snowmageddon 2026. Part 1, what the fuck is going on here? And of course, we're still living under the immeasurable stench of a constantly burning Trumpster fire. Not that we're getting used to it, but it is what it is. But there is good news. Out of Minnesota, Bovino, aka Mini Mussolini, aka the pocket-sized troll doll Nazi version, got run out of town as he should have. As should have been done in the Old West style, right? Because honestly, you really can't compete with Midwestern heart. And I say this as someone who was born in the Midwest. I got nothing but love for my East Coast, where I'm at right now. Still kind of wish and felt like I belonged on the left, but right now I'm right where I need to be. My roots are Midwestern, and it's strong enough that even though I haven't been a resident of the Midwest for over 30 years, people out here still say, "You're not from here, are you?" What can I say? Midwest is just built different. But we still stand with Minnesota. We still stand with Minneapolis. In other news, it looks like there may be a reckoning in the fact that Kristi Noem is apparently got called to carpet and had a 2-hour meeting with Cheeto Pennywise yesterday. Who knows what went on behind those closed doors, although wouldn't be surprised if she's going to be the next one to get thrown under the bus. Meanwhile, in a game of, I guess, musical chairs or shifting alliances or what have you, Homan is now being placed in charge of what's going on in Minnesota. And honestly, while on one hand, people are like, that's basically like, someone said it's like shitting your pants and changing your shirt. Agreed on some level. However, we also already know this motherfucker has a price tag, and I'm pretty sure you can match that at Five Below, if you know what I'm saying. This cat comes cheap. So Minnesota, if all else fails, it's time to start a GoFundMe. You heard? What else? Oh, the Winter Olympics. Trump wants to send ICE as part of the security or whatever to the Winter Olympics. And already they're saying, nope, don't need it. Because let's be real, the rest of the world already sees what's going on. They know what's going on. They recognize the rise of fascism or the presence of fascism amongst them. Trump is a fucking joke. And that's really all there is to say about it. He's a fucking joke. Well, no, he's not a joke. He's a murderous pedophile who's attempting to ruin the free world because he doesn't want to face accountability for his actions. But that said, politically, on some level, he's still fucking clown shoes. But all of that, what does that matter? Because in the midst of trying to break up all the content that's heavy and weighty, I put out a cooking video. No, I know it really doesn't matter. What actually matters is my mom saw it. And it took a while to get her to watch some of my content, not because of my language, but because some of the stuff is a sore spot, right? Like, mom doesn't want to hear about what happened when I was a kid. I get it. Trust me, I get it. But she also pointed out that more people would be able to watch if I watch my fucking mouth. She didn't say it like that. I'm putting that extra fucking in there because that's one of my favorite words. And I guess all that to say is it comes back around to words mattering, right? Whether it's words mattering because we are triggering people by calling them Nazis when they're acting like fucking Nazis. Call a spade a spade. But also because words matter when we talk about the rise of certain slurs coming back. Luckily, no one's gotten too bold with the N-word, at least not around me. That will have consequences. However, there's the rise, I guess, of the return of the R-word. Completely unacceptable. Long story short, if a community determines that something is a slur, that means it's off limits. There might be special circumstances that might allow for the occasional usage, but more often than not, it's a hard pass. So I will say this. If you were someone who grew up in the 70s, 80s, 90s, and had the R word as a part of your regular vocabulary, all I can say is I recommend replacing the R word if you do not wish to legitimately offend anyone else with my favorite term, unitard. Simply because no one outside of an occasional gymnast looks good in a unitard. And it sounds appropriately insulting without being degrading to any one classification of person. Fucking unitards. You see what I'm saying? That being said, we can wield our weapons, we can wield our words like weapons if we need to. Remember that, even though they're trying to silence free speech. And remember, always, rise the fuck up.